Hey everybody, another Saturday night of auction picking is in the books. I didn't do a video last week. I was just sick as a dog last Saturday. I went to the auction anyway, but it was for this one box that I wanted. It had a Sega Saturn and a Sega Genesis in it. And you know I love video game stuff, so I went up there, suffered through a couple of hours for them to get. It was actually in the first row, but they had some stuff outside. Then they had a table full of guns, and it just took them forever to get through this. And it was like finally an hour and a half, 2 hours before they finally got it. And I got to it. I got the box pretty cheap. I got out of there. I haven't had time to. Been sick all week. Haven't had time to check on anything. This was about the first day I'd really felt well. So I went to the auction tonight. Got a little bit of stuff. Did pretty well with it. Going to show you what I got. I'm going to start with this headboard right here. This black and it's a little dark back here. I should have turned on some more lights. It's a black and gold trim headboard. Got a nice mirror in it, and it came with a bed frame. That'll go full or queen, and it came with a bed frame and this matching dresser. I paid just $35 for that. I'll put a box spring and mattress with it. I got a couple of nice queen sets I can put with it, and I'll sell that bedroom suit probably around $225, and I'll just have $35 in it plus. And I'll need to do some work on this. If you've got solid black furniture like this, and you just got some little spots like that and like that, you can take a black permanent marker and just mark right over that. If you just got little stuff like that, that'll kind of like the way you would do with stain pens, like I talked about a couple of weeks ago. But all the drawers are real good. You always want to make sure this is sawdust. This is cheap sawdust furniture. If there's anything wrong with the drawers on something like this, it's just not worth trying to fix. So you want to always make sure you pull all your drawers out when you're looking at stuff. Make sure you have that the runners, or what, this actually doesn't have runners. I thought it had some little roller kind of things, but these just slide in and out real good. But if you've got runners and stuff, they can be you got to check and make sure they're not broken or anything. This one is in good shape. Just got a few little nicks like that on it that I got to go over. So that was probably the best deal of the night I got. This is a little Hummer H2 remote control car, and like I've always said, remote control cars are a hit and a miss. There's actually a Barbie doll in there right there. I haven't tried this out yet. I paid $10 for it, and after I looked underneath it and found that it had a rechargeable battery, and I didn't get a charger with it, I was kind of wishing I hadn't. But I'm going to look and see what I can get. The battery has no charge. I've already tried it because the battery is actually in the remote. It takes just plain AA, and they seem to be good because the remote lights up and everything. But the car doesn't run, so apparently, at the very least, the battery needs to be charged, and I don't have a charger for it. So I got to try to see if I can find an inexpensive charger maybe online for it. I got a couple of DVD players here. This one actually upscales standard definition DVDs to full 1080p. So I got that, and I got this other one that's just a regular DVD player. I think it's a Sony. Yeah, it's a Sony. Paid $3 a piece for those. Those are worth 10 to 15 a piece at the flea market. I got a little box of cars here. You know, if you've watched the videos before, you know I love little cars. Just something you can bag up a few in a Ziploc bag, sell them for $1 or $2 a piece per bag. Bag of about 4 or 5 cars. So that's a little money right there. So here, I bought another little. I bought this little riding toy right there, and it's got electronic. You have to put some batteries in. It's got little buttons that you press, and it makes music and stuff. Paid a couple bucks for that. It's worth probably $5 or $6 for resale. Got another little painting project. This chair, the seat on this will clean up real good. It's got some light stains that'll clean up, and it'll have to be. I'm probably gonna do some chalk painting with this. I was thinking maybe a light blue, or I might just do it in white. I don't know yet, but that's gonna be a really nice chair. Paid a little more than I wanted for it, $6 just to make sure I got it. But for what I'm gonna have to put in the paint, it was a little more than I really wanted to pay for it. but the other chairs I wanted went for around the same price, so I had to just grab it. But you know, I paint that up, that's probably a $20-25 chair. What else did I get before I get to the big thing? Okay, that's going to be it, except for this one last thing. Box I bought up here. This had originally come out of a storage unit. I was actually at the storage auction last Saturday morning, and this was the last unit that they did. And they told us that a guy had actually been living in the unit, and there was our little kid's race car bed in there, and a fan and a heater and a bunch of boxes of stuff. Was able to go through the boxes today since I got up there and all the stuff was, I recognized it as soon as I saw it. It came out of this unit. This is a bunch of, a lot of it's Microsoft Works and money. Some of it's bootleg, obviously, but some of it is the real stuff. There's a lot of Microsoft Works and stuff. There's also some old dial-up internet stuff in here. But what I really bought this for, but they've got the CD key. Most of them seem to have the ones that are the real discs seem to have the CD keys with them. So I'm hoping there might be some resale value online with those. Even though they're older ones like Works Suite 2002. But I might be able to get something off of them. But what I really bought it for was several of these are somebody's own private photos, and I saw it was somebody's pictures, and I got kind of curious. Hopefully it's nothing dirty. I don't want anything like that, but if it's just, I don't know, maybe the guy like traveled around somewhere and he's got some really cool scenery pictures and stuff, but who knows. And there's some downloaded music and stuff on there, I think, too. So I'm going to take these home, kind of look at them, see if there's anything interesting on them. And if there's anything really cool, I'm not going to post anybody's personal pictures online, but if there's anything, if anybody went to like the Grand Canyon or Paris or something, I'll post those on the Facebook page. And there's some books and some other little stuff in here that'll make me, I paid $3.50 for the box, and I'll make my money back on the books that are in there. So that's everything this week. Got some some storage auctions coming up over the next, probably 3 in the next couple of weeks, so maybe I'll have something from that. So check out the Facebook page. You know, like, subscribe, and do all that stuff. Thanks for watching the video. Oh, one thing that's really cool that I want to tell you about, and I put a link to this, my auction about it on the Facebook page. If you ever see, it's called Vogue Picture Records. And they're really cool looking record. They're old 78 records. I think they're 78s. But they've got stuff painted on them, pictures painted on them, and they're really cool looking records. And they play music just like a record. They'll have like one song on each side, and they've got little scenes painted on them. And I had bought a box. This was probably back before I was started doing the videos. I bought a box of these records just for this one record that I saw there, because I got on the phone and looked up. They're called Vogue Picture Records, and I looked them up on eBay, and I saw the ones that were selling for like 15 to 20 bucks a piece. So I bought the box of records for $4 or $5, and I paid a little more for it because I wanted to make sure I got that record. But then the box sat in my apartment for a couple months. And I was talking to somebody I was having a conversation with somebody about a week ago, and they said that they had, they brought those picture records up, and I brought the one I had down, and so it reminded me that I had this thing, and I finally put it on eBay, and it's going to sell tonight. It's got like an hour from now, it's going to sell, and it's almost to $60. So if you see any of those, because a lot of people probably aren't going to know what they are and how valuable they are. So if you see them cheap, get them, because you can put those on. Those sell. There's a lot of them on eBay, and almost all the ones that are. Some of them are buying now, so you don't know if they sell or not. But the ones when you see them on auctions, they always sell pretty well. They've almost always got bids, and they've got high bids. This was even higher than I was expecting. So check that out if you run across any of those. Those sell really great. So thanks for watching the video. Catch me next time. And keep picking, everybody.